Hi Stampers, this is Trevis. Welcome to Video Friday. So today is August 1st and we are going to make a neutral card. I am in love with the Woven Textures DSP, and so this paper is so cool. It gives its texture, right? It gives you lots of texture, and I like this side too. It's kind of like a burlap. So we are going to make a card today using this. I'm going to be using a lot of dies today. I'm going to be using textured notes dies. I'm going to use Perennial Postage. I mean, some of these might be retired because honestly, it's really hard to keep up with online exclusives that are retiring so fast. They're here today, gone tomorrow, and then it's like, you know, I still love them. So anyway, I'm going to stamp a little bit too. I'm going to use Gallery Blooms. I'm going to stamp this flower and die cut it. I'm going to stamp on the inside of my card with elements of text. So let's get started today and make this card. Less chatting, more stamping. Okay, so let's put this down. All right, so I have a piece of white cardstock. This is 5.5 by 8.5. It's thick white, so I did score it at 4 1/4. So we're going to fold that. All right, so that's our card base. And then, as I said, I did use textured notes. And so I did cut out this piece, okay, out of Crumb Cake. All right. And then I also cut out this piece, okay. And I'm going to do a little trick with this piece because I wish it was longer. So I'm going to kind of finagle it and make it a little longer. Out of Perennial Postage, I just cut out a white piece out of Perennial Postage. And then I have another little tiny piece of cardstock from Woven Textures. I'm going to use the burlap side. Okay, so it's going to be a cute card, I think. I have a couple of little pieces of scrap, and I have my Petal Pink stamp pad and my Crumb Cake stamp pad. So let's see how these go. All right, I'm going to put these, open these. I am going to use my stamp from from Gallery Blooms and use this block. So it's kind of a big stamp. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is stamp it in Petal Pink. Let's see, I hope this is long enough. Oh yeah, it's perfect. I save all these nice pieces of scrap because, ooh, I like it. Because they are, they're perfect for this kind of, you know, don't throw away those big pieces. Sometimes I throw away the little tiny pieces. And then I'm going to stamp one in Crumb Cake. Really dark. Is that too dark? Should I stamp it off? Yeah, let's go with it. Okay, so now I'm going to use my die from this stamp set, and I'm going to, from the dies, the coordinating dies, and I'm going to cut these out with my mini cut and emboss I have right here. I can bring this up. Actually, I think I'm going to close these so I don't get my hand in them. I'm going to bring my mini up, and we will cut these out. I mean, I could have done this ahead of time, but I've been hearing that some of you like longer videos. So we are going to, that moved right the last second. We're going to do this live. There we go. Okay, I have one cut out. Not perfect, but good enough. And then the other one. Didn't line that up very well, did I? See if I can do this one better. Sometimes you think you've got it perfect and then poof, it's not. But guess what? It's a hand stamped card. And so I always say, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect to be pretty. And, you know, the person that gets the card, they're not going to know any different. Well, that one's much better. Okay, so I have those two pieces. Now I'm going to assemble the card. I'll put this die away before I lose it. So Gallery Blooms has 13 dies. Obviously, they cut out all of the flowers that are in the stamp set, but they also have these free, I call them bonus dies, right? And this one is spectacular. Cuts out two at the same time, a smaller one and a bigger one. These are free bonus dies. This cuts out the flowers. So you get a lot of extras in this set. I really like Gallery Blooms. Okay, so let's do something here. I'm going to take my card base and I'm going to adhere this. Okay. So this is 4 by 5 1/4. So you're going to get that nice 1/4 inch edge around the edge. All right. Then I have this piece, and I don't think I'm going to stamp on this. I actually just want this to be subtle. So I am going to add this to my card. I could stamp something on here, right? I could use elements of text. I could use Gallery Blooms. I can do a lot of things. I'm not going to center it. I'm actually going to put it over to this side a little bit. Okay, to the left side. All right, so I have these. And then I have this white piece. And again, I'm not going to stamp on it. I had considered using my Crumb Cake ink and a blending brush and doing around the edges, but I opted out of that idea because I just want it to be so simple. Okay, so I'm just going to add this to the card. All right, now I have this little piece and I want to add this to the card also. So I think I'm just going to trim this down. I could probably use this for 2 cards. And I'm going to use this burlap side. I'm just going to tuck it under. And I'm going to bring it right to the edge of this die, right here. Okay, so now we have a good start for our card. Okay, so now I have this. And my idea is I want it to be a little longer, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut it about right here. I know you're thinking, what? But there wasn't a long die, long and skinny, so I'm making my own. Okay, so I'm just going to attach this right here. All right. And then I'm going to attach this one, this little shorter piece, over here. So I'm going to have a gap there. Actually, I want that little edge to show. I just love that Perennial Postage die. Honestly, I think they might be retired, but if you have the Perennial Postage dies, you know how awesome they are. They're these dies. Okay, so you get all of these dies. There are 12 of them. Okay, so now what I want to do is I am going to add these in such a way that it's going to cover up that gap. Let's see if I can pull this off. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Okay, so I'm going to add one like right here. Okay. And then, wrong adhesive. And then the second one, so this is the one that's Petal Pink. This is the only color that's going to pop, okay? So now I can either add this lower, I can make it to the side a little bit. I'm just going to do it like that, okay? So you would never know that that die was cut and that there was a gap. Ta-da! Okay, now I'm going to stamp. I'm not going to put a sentiment on the front. Sometimes I like to just leave my cards without a sentiment, and then when I need a sentiment, I can add it. right? So I could make this a sympathy card. I could make this a masculine birthday card. I could make this thinking of you, any kind of a card. Thank you. So, all right, so now I'm going to use elements of text. Oh, you know what? I did forget something. I wanted to add a few rub-ons. So we'll see if I can pull this off since I messed this up. I'm just going to add a tiny bit of a rub-on. Okay. I don't know if I can get it under there now. Let's try this side. Is it glued down already? Oh, Trevis. Yeah, I think I can get it underneath there. Let's try it. Oh. I have heard that you like it when I mess up so you can see how to fix things. So there you go. Okay, so we got that. We're going to pull this up a little bit. Oh, I should not have done it this way. This is totally the wrong way to do things. Don't do what I did. Before you glue this all down, folks, do your rub-ons. Okay? Because you don't want to mess up the way I did. But look how cute this is going to be. It needed just a little bit of glitz. Okay, so now I'm going to fix this, what I pulled up. Oh, yeah. Liquid glue is great, but liquid glue really holds. There we go. And then this one. That. And then this little one right here. Reglue that. And reglue that. There we go. You would never know that I messed that up. But look at that. That little bit of gold is so pretty. Okay, now on the inside of the card, I am going to do elements of text. I was going to put some more gold, and I may, but first let's do elements of text. I'm going to use this big round one. Okay, so I'm going to use my Crumb Cake. And I'm just going to gently, I don't need this to be fully inked up. I'm just going to, you probably can't tell, but I'm just like touching the pad very gingerly, just gently, okay? Then I'm going to stamp this off one time. Let me get a piece of scratch paper here. Okay, good, 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 good. Now, you can't really read the words on this, but you kind of can. There are words, so I'm making sure I get them going the right way. See how cute that is. Okay, so you can still write over the top of that, right? You can still write over it, but it's not as dark as it would have been. Okay, now, I could go ahead and put some more gold on here. Should I? Should I? I might. I think I might. And you know what I think I'm going to do? I don't know if I'm going to use this, the remaining piece of that, or if I'm going to use this leaf. I kind of like that leaf. And I also like the dots. Wow. There's so many choices. So here's the choices too. I've got these. You can see them. I see probably some glare. So I've got a wreath. I've got these little dots. Got a lot of different things. This to me looks kind of Christmassy. So I'm not going to use that. But I think I'm just going to use this little leaf. These things are addicting, I have to tell you. If you get these, you'll be using them. I think I'm going to put a little flower on here. Maybe down here. Let's try that first. I'm going to go ahead and use Gallery Blooms, this little flower. And I'm going to stamp that in Petal Pink. I don't want to mess up my whole inside with stuff like this because I want to have some room to write. So I think I'm just going to, oh, I like it. Okay, I like it. And then I'm going to add a little gold. Now I'm deciding, should I add the gold or leave it off? Oh, I wish I could get your advice because now I can't decide. It's so much. But you know what? It might look really cute, like right there. Right next to the little flower. All right, so the inside is really cute. Now, it might need a little bling, but I'm not sure if I really want to add any bling. Kind of like it the way it is, and I don't think I'm going to add any bling. I think I'm just going to leave it simple. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this card. It's a totally different kind of card than I usually make, but I like it. And I think that it's the DSP. This DSP kind of makes it along with these images. So anyway, happy Friday. My name's Trevis Bossler, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in St. Louis, Missouri. Have a great weekend, and I will see you on Tuesday. Bye.